So I decided to make this channel because I've been just channeling so much divine masculine energies, like masculine energy in general. And my peoples, y'all need some support. We need to support each other. And I'm like, let me create a space where we can start healing the divine masculine, these divine masculine energies we carry, because this is like not tailored to a particular sex or gender, okay? Because we all carry some sort of divine masculine or feminine energy. And I decided to name this channel Home. Healing unspoken masculinity, because there's so much trauma that gets stored in the body from not healing these energies, these overpowering energies, and not balancing them out. And humming is a great way to re-regulate yourself, especially that throat chakra, which is associated with Taurus, okay? That grounding energy, finances, luxuries, aesthetics. Y'all know Taurus, how Tauruses get down. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you sure gonna find out. But I wanted to create a space where, those unspoken truths are heard and spoken about in a safe manner. And I'm going to allow Holy Spirit to guide me in channeling these messages. And, take what you need, take what you don't need. Don't take what you don't need. That's your problem now. Don't take what you don't need. Like, only allow what resonates to resonate with you. And I hope that this heals you in some ways, allows you to free up some space in your mind, body, your heart. I'm currently at the park. I just walked to the park. And I feel like, already walking here, before I was channeling message, I felt like this tightness in my chest. I'm just like, y'all got some anxiety. Y'all need to go ahead and take a walk. Go ahead and breathe. Go ahead and release some stress. Because you're holding on to something that you weren't meant to carry in the first place. Holding on to hurt, pain that wasn't even yours to begin with. And it's really time to start letting those burdens go. Releasing those barriers that you placed in your life, whether you know it or not. Consciously or subconsciously, you're placing burdens and barriers in your life because you're responsible for how you respond, how you react, the things you go after, the choices you make. You are responsible at the end of the day. But what I'm getting for a lot of y'all is, y'all inner child is just really begging to be free. Like, y'all need to do something that's really enjoyable, really light and fun. And like, I don't know why low risk is coming out, because it's like there's no risk. Everything's a risk. Every day you wake up, you're taking a risk. Whether you do this, that, everything is a risk. You may know how things are gonna pan out. You may not know. You may have inner knowings and feelings and stuff like that. But what if this works out way better than you expected? Every day you're like, you know what? Everything is gonna work out way better than is expected. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about how all of the crazy things we experience in life, the traumas, all the wild and just unspeakable shit that like we've endured, right? And now some I'm just like, what if you just tell yourself the worst has already happened? Just say the worst has already happened. Like you've already endured the worst of the worst. Nothing can break you. You're so fucking unbeatable. Nothing else can break you. The worst has already happened. So why are you waiting for more worse to happen? You feel like the worst validates you, the badness validates you, that makes it seem like, okay, it's chaotic and it's a mess and it's toxic. That means, okay, that's what it is. No. A lot of us have grown up thinking that toxic love, toxic living, toxic masculinity was the end all, be all. We never seen healed men, loving men. I don't know why I'm channeling just men, but like that divine, the not just men, but that idea of like masculinity. Like growing up, I used to see my dad cry a lot, and it's like I didn't see my mom cry until like I got to college, right? And that was about not for y'all to be all my business. That was about a decade or so ago, right? And it was like I don't see a lot of men cry. I feel like I've maybe that my last partner I've seen him cry a lot. But I'm like, men don't be feeling safe enough to cry, to be vulnerable, because they're like, I gotta be strong, gotta be that masculine energy. I gotta be strong, not just men, because women embody this energy too. I have to be strong. I have to get it right. I gotta do it right. I gotta keep going. Gotta keep going, because I don't. If I get it wrong, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. And it's that survival mode. Is that inner child feeling like I have to constantly be on go. I have to constantly take care of everybody. Like, and you don't even get to fucking be a child. And this is your reminder. This is a message for you. If you know that you have been in survival mode, it's time to let your inner child free. Have some fun, for crying out loud. Have some fun. This idea that you have to be the parent, even if you are a parent, if you could have kids. But this idea of you have to always be on, always be the parent, always be so ultra responsible, making sure everyone's straight. It's like, can you make sure you're good first? Can we make that sure you're solid? You have everything that you need first, so that those around you will benefit from that energy. Can you be okay first? Can you be happy first? There's nothing wrong with being selfish and saying, you know what, I need some time. I got to figure my shit out. I got to get me together. I got to ground me. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm stable, because if you're not, what the hell are you doing? Especially if you are a literally divine masculine, you're a leader. You're in a leadership position. You're leading your family. You're leading a job. You're leading a company, your business. And if you ain't straight and you ain't solid and you don't feel stable, nothing around you is going to be stable. Everything around you is going to shake and shift and be uneven, unbalanced, because they're following after your lead. They're taking after you, your people, your collective. Yeah, y'all need to let y'all kids, these inner child, whatever it is you used to like doing as a child, I need you to go and do that. Whether it's making beats, listening to music, editing pages, okay? My MySpacers out there. If you ain't have a MySpace, you probably, these messages ain't gonna resonate. If you wasn't MySpace, tag, Bebo, okay? Black Planet. Was it Black Planet? Yeah. All of them. I had all the social medias. Underage, underage and all. But there's nobody's business. Y'all need to go back into those times. Remember when we used to actually go outside and we still couldn't wait to come home to MySpace and our messages and stuff like that. And also we used to be outside. We used to give people our information and see if they came and followed us and messaged us if we met them, especially at the mall. I know I'm cheating so hard, but somebody needs to go and like unleash that inner child that had that swag, like that just like lit up the room. Like we need that person back. Like, but yeah, MySpace. I don't know why I'm channeling MySpace. Something about you updating your social profile and like not just online, but in person. Who are your people? Who are your top eight? Who are your top eight? Who are your top 8. I remember I used to hide my top 8 because I used to switch out who was my number one, because between my friends and the boyfriends I had, everybody used to always be wanting to compete for that number one spot. And it's like, it don't matter what spot you win, you just got a spot. Who are your top 8, okay? Who's who you could call on, you can lean on when things are rough? Who are your friends? Who are really in your inner circle? Like, who fuck with all of you? Excuse my language. Every part of you, that shadow, that dark, that light, that all of it, that fluctuation of you, that whole being, that soul, okay? You need to figure out who people are. And then you need to figure out, what are your hobbies, your activities, what are things you like doing? Yeah, what are your interests? Okay, I'm going down your whole social profile. What are your interests? What you like doing? How you like having fun? Whether you like doing something with your family, something you do solo, something you do with a partner, if that's what you're doing, something you do. Okay, we're gonna have solo by yourself, and also like solo as a single. Maybe you out here, you mingling. What does that look like? Okay, like let's pull the social profile together. Okay, this person does this, they're that, they set boundaries, they love themselves, they're fun, they're swaggy, they like dressing nice, they like reading magazines, they like reading books, going to the park. What it is you do, because a lot of y'all not doing what y'all do want to do. A lot of y'all doing what y'all think y'all should be doing. Y'all following this aesthetic of what this box you think you should fit in, instead of creating and curating who you are. So what does this person do? Like, who is he, she, they, them? Okay, like what's up? And this is y'all need to start creating y'all social profile. Yeah. Y'all need to update y'all social profile. It's dated. It's dated. Just like MySpace is dated, and we're not on that no more. And we're in the things are changing, how we communicate and connect. Y'all need to update y'all algorithm. Update y'all inner, what is it? I was going to say inner temple, but trying to update that is your program is outdated. That you're not that person anymore. You're not that child in survival mode. You don't have to parent everybody. So you can parent yourself. Like, parent yourself. Because you know that parenting yourself will help others. When I was in therapy, I remember my therapist saying, she's like, girl, do you know? She didn't say it like that, but I'm going to paraphrase. She's like, do you know how much your healing is going to impact others? The fact that you're healing yourself, that is going to impact so many other people. And I always come back to that, because it's like, the fact that I do all this work, all this stuff, I never really thought about like how it would influence others. But I'm like, she's right. I'm like, when I heal, other people heal, because it frees somebody else. When you free yourself, you free somebody else. You don't know who's looking at you, how your medicine is impacting others. Okay, some of y'all medicine is poisoning people around y'all. And it's poisonous because you ain't supposed to be around them people. And you keep trying to convince them. You try to keep convincing them, and you give them more, give them those. They're not getting better, beloved. They're not getting better, beloved, because it's not meant for them to understand. They may have got the trial, and it's like, okay, well, the medicine was too strong, or the medicine was too weak. It couldn't even hold all of them. Or they may need some more medicine. They need to go see a doctor, okay, a specialist. But you ain't it. And that's okay, because the more you keep convincing, you're going to deplete yourself. And now you're sick. And now you need a specialist. Now you need to be a doctor. Now you need somebody else to bring you medicine. That's what I'm here. That's what we're doing over here. Okay. Um, yeah, I need y'all to start doing something, some humming, some meditations. Okay, we need to incorporate something that's going to help us get out of our heads, our minds, these old stories, these traps, and get more into our bodies. Okay, that's all I have for right now. Until next time, peace.